Hello all, this is Abhilash. In this session, I will explain tools and techniques of business analytics in detail, and we will learn OLAP, its types, and we will do comparison between OLAP and OLTP. So let's start from BA. So BA is a stands for Business Analytics. It's a broad category of applications and techniques. It helps enterprises users to make better business and strategic decisions. It's also known as an analytical processing BI tool. BI means business intelligence applications or just be business intelligence, and it's becoming a major tool for most medium and large corporations. So giving you the example of Pizza Hut has significantly boosted its sales revenue by using business intelligence tools. So business analytic techniques, what is it? So business analysis techniques are a process used to create and implement plans necessary for identifying a company's need and delivering the best result. There is no such thing as a one size fits all technique because every business and organization is different. Right. So this is the tools and techniques of business analytics. You can see here this is the branch of business analytics, knowledge and information and knowledge discovery. What is the OLAP? We will learn in this session only. We will learn ad hoc queries as well, reporting, data mining. We will learn in next unit. Web mining also. We have discussed much more points in previous sessions as well from this. Just have a look on this. You can see here under the information and knowledge discovery, OLAP is there, data mining, text mining, web mining is there. That means the data is getting captured from various sources, right? Then second part, you can see here, this is the decision support and intelligence system. Here data is getting gathered at the one place and it's going to analyze, right? So there's some process involved is there, like they might be doing some research or analysis on this data. After doing this process, you can see here the visualization. The visualization is nothing but is the scorecards, you can say, or it's a dashboard where you can see the result, what you are expecting, what is the result, right? So result in can be form of chart, pie chart, or scorecards, right? So this is the tools and techniques of business analytics. So now let's discuss the five styles of BI. First, enterprise reporting. So enterprise reporting is broadly deployed pixel perfect report formats for operational reporting and scorecards targeted at information consumers and executive. Cube analysis. Cube analysis is a type of OLAP slice and dice analysis of limited data sets targeted at managers and others who need a safe and simple environment of basic data exploration within a limited range of data. Ad hoc queries and analysis. So full investigate query into all data as well as automated slice and dice OLAP analysis of the entire database down to the transaction level of detail if necessary targeted at information explorer and power users. Fourth, statistical analysis and data mining. Statistical analysis and data mining is a full mathematical, financial, statistical treatment of data for purpose of correlation analysis, trend analysis, financial analysis, and projections, targeted at the professional information analyst. Reporting delivery and alerting is a proactive report delivery and alerting to very large population based on the schedule and event triggers in the database. So targeted at a very large users population of information consumers, both internal and external to enterprises. So this is the five styles of business analytics. Next is data visualization. So data visualization is a graphical representation of information and data by using visual elements like chart, graphs, maps, Data visualization tools provide an accessible way to see and understand trends, bias, and patterns in data. In the world of big data, data visualization tools and techniques are essential to analyze massive amount of information and make data-driven decisions. Right. So this is the visualization where the managers or supervisors in the result in form of charts, graphs, and maps. Technology supporting visualization and interpretation, digital imaging, tables, multi-dimension graphs, VR, 3D animation, identify relationship and trends. This is the tools. And data manipulation allows real-time look at the performance data. Next is SAP's classification of strategic enterprise management. So before starting this topic, we have to try to understanding enterprise management. What is the enterprise management? Let us identify how an enterprise works across process. Let me give you the example. Just listen carefully. What is it? An organization is comprised of various departments who work together to achieve the organization's set goal. The HR department hires professionals and defines their job, right? And the payroll department manages the payment structure of employees. The sales department manages the sales distribution process. The production department manages the inputs, outputs of a production. The finance department handle money involved across departments and so on. So there is a marketing team as well who handle the promotional and marketing activities of an organization. Then IT teams comes to handle the information server and security. The development team takes care of the website, the content team generates the content and more. Thus, there are a host of a diverse department that run an organization. Few of the listed can be eliminated based on the industry, and few are fixed departments within an organization across industries. Individual departments can be handled manually, but when it comes to organizing and handling complete enterprise management, things become different. The task of managing departments at an enterprise level is very complex, and the complexity increases along with the organization size. In order to simplify the process and to manage the diverse departmental data and work process, the enterprises management solutions emerge. And when started, ERP systems were focused to enterprise management for bigger organizations, but over the years, small and medium-sized companies too adapted ERP solutions. There are many market leaders providing ERP software development solutions, and SAP is one of the pioneers. SAP offers strategic enterprise management solution for different process and areas in enterprises or organization. Right. So what is strategic enterprise management? SAP Strategic Enterprise Management is a solution that was developed towards building an integrated system to manage diverse processes within an organization. The major goal is to integrate a single unified system to record each move of departmental through organizing, planning, executing, and controlling process. This is the classification of SCM, business planning and simulation. One of the reasons behind developing a strategic enterprise management solution is to monitor and manage the performance level of an organization. And SAP's SCM allows simulation tools to track business performance that helps in future planning and simulation of businesses. Next, business consolidation. This enables functionality for legally required consolidation by a particular organization. However, management consolidation can be based on diverse organizational units and roles. Third, business information collection. This enables a department to collect detailed business information. Tiny details of each process can be tracked recorded in a unified system that enhances feature, reference, and work management. Corporate performance monitor is, as the term suggests, it is about monitoring the performance of a corporate solution. The best practice under the corporate performance monitor is using a feedback form from business execution system to measure the performance level. Stakeholder relationship management. Success of project lies in strong and clear interaction between all the stakeholders. The SAP systematic strategic enterprise management system enables the managing of unified interacting system where every stakeholder group participates and are aware of movements within the organizations. So next topic is OLAP. So OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing. It's a tool. OLAP applies complex queries to large amount of historical data aggregated from OLTP database and other sources. For data mining, analytics and business intelligence projects. In OLAP, the emphasis is on response time to these complex queries. Each query involves one or more columns of data aggregated from many rows. Example include year-over-year financial performance or marketing lead generating trends. OLAP databases and data warehouses give analytics and decision makers the ability to use custom reporting tool to turn data into information. And query failure in OLAP does not interrupt or delay transaction processing for customers, but it can delay impact the accuracy of business intelligence insight. So this is the OLAP. So we have types of OLAP as well. So we have four types of OLAP servers. First is relational OLAP, ROLAP. So ROLAP servers are placed between relational backend server and client front-end tools to store and manage warehouse data. ROLAP uses relational or extended relational database management system. Rollup includes the following things like implementation of aggregation in navigation logic. It also includes optimization of each DBMS backend, additional tools and services. Second type of OLAP is multidimensional OLAP, MOLAP. So MOLAP uses array-based multidimensional storage engines for multidimensional views of data. With multidimensional data stores, the storage utilization may be low if the data set spreads. Therefore, many MOLAP servers use two levels of data storage representation to handle dense and sparse data sets. Third type of OLAP is hybrid OLAP. So HOLAP, HOLAP is a combination of both ROLAP and MOLAP. It offers higher scalability of ROLAP and faster computation of MOLAP. So hybrid OLAP servers allows to store the large data volumes of detailed information, and the aggregations are stored separately in MOLAP store. That is the multidimensional lab. Last type of OLAP is the specialized SQL servers. Specialized SQL servers provide advanced query language and query processing support for SQL queries over star and snowflake schemes in a read-only environment. So these specialized SQL server things comes into the IT department. Now let's understand what is the OLTP. So a OLTP, it stands for online transaction processing. An OLTP system captures maintains transaction data in a database. Each transaction involves individual database records made up of multiple fields or columns. Examples include banking and credit card activity or retail checkout scanning. In OLTP, the emphasis is on fast processing because OLTP database are read, written and update frequently. If a transaction fails, built-in system logic ensures data integrity. So we have experienced OLTP while doing a payment on website or apps where you are receiving one-time password. This is the part of online transaction processing only. Now what is the let's check the difference between OLTP and OLAP. Let me move to the website where we will get the all details. Here we will get all the details of OLTP and OLAP. So if we are looking uh, from characteristics, OLTP handles a large number of small transactions, where OLAP handles large volume of data with complex queries. Query types: simple standardized queries in OLTP. In OLAP, complex queries are there. As for operation, OLTP is based on insert, update, delete commands. OLAP is based on select commands to aggregate data for reporting. OLTP response time is in milliseconds, where OLAP giving results in seconds, minutes, or hours depending on the amount of data and process. As per the demand, OLTP industry specific such as retail, manufacturing, and banking. So OLAP is a subject specific such as sales, inventory, and marketing. Sources: OLTP mostly used for transaction, and OLAP is mostly used for aggregated data from transaction. The purpose of OLTP to control and run essential business operation in real time. OLAP OLAP's purpose is plan, solve problems, support decisions, so discover hidden insights. OLTP in OLTP short fast updates initiated by users, where OLAP data periodically refreshed with the scheduled and wrong learning batch jobs. In OLTP, generally small if historically data is archived, the space requirement is very minimum. As looking at the OLAP, generally large due to the aggregate large database, because the big data is used in OLAP, that's why need a good pace up amount. So OLTP is taking regular backups is required to ensure business continuity and meet legal and governance requirements. In OLAP, lost data can be reloaded from OLTP database as needed in lieu of regular backups. Productivity: the increases productivity of end users if one is using OLTP, and in OLAP it increases the productivity of business managers, data analysts, and executives by giving the results. So list day to day business transaction in OLTP, and in OLAP multidimensional view of enterprises data. Users examples of OLTP: the customer facing personal clerks, online shopkeepers. OLAP knowledge workers such as data analysts, business analysts, and executives. So database design. So OLTP normalized database for efficiency. OLAP demoralized data bar analysis. So this is the difference between the OLAP and OLTP. Now I'm moving to the presentation again. So next part is OLAP reports. OLAP reports must be uniform, flexible, adjustable. OLAP reports is having a two types. One is routine reports, where generally the report generated automatically and sent periodically. Example: weekly sales figures, units produced each day, and monthly hours work. Ad hoc reports created for specific user whenever needed for different time intervals, or only for subset of the data. OLAP queries, ad hoc queries. The query cannot be determined prior to the query is issued. Allow users to request information from computer which not include in reports. To generate new queries or modify old ones. Queries can be done on specific data or dynamic data. So this is we are done with the OLAP, OLTP, the types of OLAP, and the 5 style of business analytics here. If anyone is having question, they can connect me the personally. So thank you all. Thank you.